Hello world and welcome back. I'm Karhu, the Great Brave of the North, and this is Europa Universalis IV. We are playing as Cologne, and we are using the MEIOU Taxes Mod. Check that out in the description box below. And of course, all of the DLC up to and including Mare Nostrum, so no Rights of Man, no patch 1.18, no Denmark patch either. We're still... I want to finish this game before we move on to those. Now, at the tail end of the last episode, we took two provinces. We took Namer here, and we took Flindlilo. And, you know, here's some history about those two towns. First of all, Namer is at the confluence, as you can see from this map. Namer is at the confluence of the Sambre and Meuse rivers. It was originally a Celtic trading settlement that goes back about 5,000 years. And then Julius Caesar made it a Roman town when they had conquered Gaul, northern Gaul. There was a citadel that was placed again. If you can check out this map, there's a citadel that's placed at the confluence of the two rivers. It's a kind of a more of a rocky outcropping. There was a citadel that was placed there, as you can see in these pictures, and that made it a very easily defended town. And the citadel is still there. It's been improved a lot of times. It was originally a late Roman citadel fortress, and then it expanded over time. The most recent fortifications are, I believe, from post-Napoleon. They're now been demilitarized, and you can go and visit them. So that's pretty cool. It's a major tourist attraction in Namer. Namer's actually now Wallonia's capital. And Wallonia is the southern French-speaking part of Belgium. And for a very, very long time, Wallonia was actually the dominant force in Belgium, economically and culturally. But then over the last 100 years or so, the northern part has started to regain its political, cultural, and economic power, and so in order to appease both sides, both linguistic groups, the Parliament of Belgium actually requires agreement from both groups in order to sign any international trade deals, which Canada found out recently because Canada and the European Union are attempting to create a Canada-EU trade partnership. Trade agreement, and Wallonia said, we don't accept this. So everybody else in the EU accepted it, except for the southern part of Wallonia. So it's only about like 3 million people said, no, we're not going to do this. They've since, added new negotiations, added new terms to the agreement, and it's being signed as we speak, as I speak. But it's just interesting that because of a historical linguistic divide, that one tiny region in a very, very small country, relatively speaking, in Europe could throw the entire European Union's trade agreement off. I just thought that was interesting. So that's why Wallonia is in the news, and Namer is its capital. And over here, the other region, it was originally Flindlilo, and its capital was Doha, and I'm like, I couldn't figure out what this place was because there's no Google references to any of these things. I even went to a library and tried to look up Doha, whatever, and then I was checking out the maps, and I'm like, oh, Flindlilo is Flanders, but based around the city of Lille, Flindlilo, right? And Doha is actually Douai in southern France. Northern France, and actually, French Flanders is this region. In this map right above me, so it goes all the way from Dunkirk, all the way up at the north, down through Lille, Roubaix, all the way down to Douai, and so that's the region that I conquered. And once I figured this out, things started to kind of click together, right? But Douai is, at least in terms of this game, is the center of the Protestant Reformation, and being a Catholic country, I've decided I'm not going to have my capital there. I'm actually going to move my capital up to Lille, because Lille, I mean, first of all, it's a major cloth market, as really is Douai, but I moved the capital up to Lille because Lille has this thing called this is a Dutch name, and I'm going to mispronounce this, Braderie de Lille. It's from the Dutch, meaning the roasting, and this is, according to its own people, is the largest annual market fair in Europe. Basically, they shut down the entire old town of Lille, all the shops, all the regional local farmers, even citizens put out little shops and stalls on their streets. It's a major tourist attraction. It brings about 2 million people. 2 million people. That's twice the population of Lille, right? To its streets every year, and then they just have an open air market, and that's really cool. And being a very merchant focused area, I figured, you know, we'll move the capital to Lille. And Lille is on the Deule River. It means Lille is actually from French, meaning the island or at the island. In fact, the Dutch name Rijssel, somebody will pronounce me. Somebody will pronounce me. Somebody will correct my pronunciation. Leon, I'm looking at you. Rijssel, it means also at the island. So I mean, Lille, as you can see from this map, is from the island. There's they built a fort on an island there much later than this current gameplay, but there's a zoo there, there's a citadel there. It's quite nice. Let's see, what else do I got? Yeah, Lille was originally inhabited about 2000 BC, so it's got about 4,000 years of habitation, but the city proper was founded by the Merovingians in about 640. At least that's the legend. And interestingly enough, Lille's international twin sister cities or whatever, one of them is Cologne. So that's how that all goes. Oh, Lille and Namur are also both important trading hubs connecting different transit route networks. So that is that. But you know what? I'm going to end the talking of that because I speak for way too long about these things. They interest me, but I don't know if they interest you because nobody's commenting about those anymore. But anyways, let's take these guys. Let's spin them back into Den Haag. Oh, and the addition of Lille improves my Wallonia region, even though technically I don't think this should really. Oh, it's part of Flanders. Flanders. This is Wallonia. Wallonia is just those two? Interesting. Okay, well anyways, that's Flanders. This is Wallonia, just those two, because this one is part of Liège, and this is part of Picardy. Okay, that's really similar colorizations. But anyways, let's get back to the game. So we are. Oh, what just happened? Military access from Ravensburg? No. So all of my military, you guys need to get back together. Go up to who's rebelling? Breda? Go up to Breda. Yes. I was just gonna say no, but it occurs to me I don't actually have transit across Burgundy, so I can't actually do anything. The province of Lille has joined the rebellion for an independent Netherlands. Okay. Good for them. Don't really care. None of you guys are going to actually rebel. At least not succeed. Switzerland and Burgundy are now rivals. That makes sense. Burgundy was Switzerland's overlord for a little bit. Looming disaster. We're very close to the disaster. No, Lorraine, you will not become a march. Actually, let's see what we can do. I do not want Imperial City status. What was it gonna do? Switch to Noble Republic, adopt plutocratic administration. What was I looking for? Oh, choose a policy regarding our vassals, right. Let's see if I can start. They're all pretty far away. Lorraine is actually the closest. No, Nassau is actually the closest. 50 years. Let's see if I can't negotiate a tighter bond. Oh, good. Good. Good, that increased that quite significantly. Good, because I want to eventually vassalize Burgundy. At least that's the hope. That's the plan. But yeah. So, I want to build up my army in Africa because I do have a claim on Barakna. So if I can start expanding into this area, that will be good for that. So let's build up an army there. Let's get my army force limit is 32, so let's get one of those and then 2 of these. Is that my full army limit? Yeah, that's 32. There we go. Good. And all my vassals like me. Council of Piombino begins. My manpower is low, and that is okay because I just created 4 new units. Deal with the Reformation by reinforcing traditional doctrine at the Council of Piombino. I do not want to deal with the Counter-Reformation. I just want to stay staunchly Catholic, much to the disappointment of, well, Connor Wainwright and a bunch of other people. And that's okay. Gaining control. I'm gaining control of Trarza. Good. To be fair, I've got 81% control. My coring process is at 81% of Trarza, but that's okay. And our colonies are starting to do very, very well. I do need to deal with this looming disaster, though. Really need to deal with that. And I don't know what to do. I don't want to cancel my centralization policies because then all of the work that I've done so far would just be for naught. But I mean, I don't really think I have a choice, to be perfectly honest. Because I don't want that to get to 100. If that go, hey, cores required. I now have gained a core on Trarza. Excellent. That's beautiful. That's nice. The Protestant Reformation gave new voice to reformers within the Catholic Church. Humanist criticism of church doctrine had played no small part in the Reformation, and so the Church strove to justify and clarify its position theological issues such as the role of tradition. In an effort to restore the Apostolic Church, Protestants abandoned the doctrines of tradition such as confession or clerical celibacy. In 1558, the Church rejected this fundamentalism when it reaffirmed tradition as a source of revelation. The will of the Church is known to us, because we stayed loyal to the Church. The papacy. My papal influence is 98? Really? Huh. I can bless my ruler. I can send a papal legate. Oh, I want to do some other things. I didn't realize I was this close to the Pope. Interesting. Interesting. What is the chance of... What's my chance? No, I don't have a chance of getting a cardinal. Right, probably because I don't have enough Catholic provinces. But I will definitely fix that. Ooh, how am I technology-wise? I'm really far away from technology because I've been spending too much time actually incorporating things. Diplomatic moves, diplomatic relations +1. For the next 5 years, that's good. So my subjects all love me. Census, let's look at the books. Few centers of trade, we are fairly developed. I want to be more developed. I have a notable capital, which gives me national tax modifier +5%. It reduces Army and Navy tradition decay, reduces prestige decay, advisor costs -10%, idea cost -2.5. Awesome. Few building opportunities, education level 5%, 5% textile capacity. Awesome. That is all very, very, very good. I just want to see. I have 3 of 6 diplomatic relations. And I really should have 5. So you know what? I can start to vassalize more people. Maybe I want to vassalize the dudes in Africa. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Okay. People are going to rebel. Whoa, Trarza is 10.1. Hello, Trarza. Let's move you there. Oh, I should probably get a leader. What is my... It's 44.1. It's not bad. Okay, so let's get a new general. A 3-3 with a 1. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good, Ludwigham. So, I don't know what I'm going to call Trarza. Do not know what I'm going to call Trarza. I need to figure something out. But you... Maastricht and Aachen... Yeah, I unfortunately need to cancel my centralization policies, because otherwise that looming disaster is just going to be... Why isn't the centralization thing going away? Go away, looming disaster. Or it'd have to slowly disappear. Maybe. Centralization efforts? Okay, so we've cancelled that. Let's go back to centralizing the state. I will lose 100 administrative power. Oh, I actually want a bureaucrat in order to centralize the state. Huh. I mean, that makes sense. Bureaucrats would be better at that. But diplomats, I mean, I've been taking over so much that having some diplomats isn't a bad idea. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these guys, I'm going to divide them in 2. I'm going to take the non-general led version. And I'm going to move these guys into West Africa in order to help out there. Because I'm fairly certain those guys have some dooming disaster. Okay, it did completely reset. But I'm fairly certain these guys, who are their allies? Who are their allies? Songhai and Jenin. Right. So, I mean, I should be good. I do have... Gotland has been placed under interdite. Sure. Their military level is 19, mine is 26. So I mean, I've got them beat in that. But I would rather, you know, increase my options as much as possible. So we're going to send you into there, and then we will start dealing with stuff. Church doctrine. Oh, faith and good works. And the church strove to justify and clarify its positions on theological topics such as the role of good works. Faith and good works were the two biblical requirements to enter heaven, but corruption and greed in the Catholic Church had equated good works with giving alms, which is sometimes used to extort money from the faithful, right? Basically saying if you don't give alms to the church, if you don't give money to the church, you're a bad person, then you're not going to go to heaven, which is a despicable thought process, but it happened. Protestants abandoned the requirement for good works in large part due to their outrage over this practice. The Catholic Church, however, worked to eliminate corruption while maintaining the need to perform charitable works to lead a holy life. And this is the step toward conservative counter-reformation that the Church is known to us. Alright. Just getting ready to start... Oh, probably on pause that. Demand unlawful territory? No. You will not get Namer from me. And what's good about Lille is that it's not actually part of the Empire. It's not part of the Empire, so they don't care. Close opinion, Bruckhausen. Well, where was Bruckhausen? Go to Capital Province. Bruckhausen. I should stomp Bruckhausen. Their allies are Fiume. Okay. Let us declare war. Avenge the faithful. We will show superiority, but Austria will join. Oh, they're a free city. Man. Okay, I'm not actually gonna press that at all. Because that would be silly. But you're gonna go up there. Good. Moving into West Africa. I might start that war this episode. I don't know. We lost the effects of low manpower. That's good. Wallo is now a core province, which means I can make Trekker a state. Boom. Cost 0.37 in maintenance every month, while it will increase your income by about 0.00. Alright, it'll increase our manpower. Good. Some of my provinces lack cores, yes. You have to core them, you have to make them a territorial core, and then you have to make them a state, and then you have to turn that into a state core. It's kind of silly, but such is the way it is. Actually, you guys are going to head out there. This fleet heads back to Den Haag, actually just to the coast of Holland, get the other guys, and then we'll start warring. One of our iron ore mines has hit some lower quality iron ore. This has made the raising of units more expensive. Infantry cost plus 0.5, cavalry cost plus 0.5 as well. I mean, that's not terrible. I'm not planning on raising anybody soon, but financial problems, national tax modifier, and interest per annum. Yeah. It was my inflation, 4.19, but it's actually going down. Namer revolts. Let's suppress the rebels. Provincial unrest, Wallo, Trarza, Aachen, Maastricht. That's fine. And then you will also join the African army. Yow! Tells us of a civil war. I can convert Bentheim to... That'll take 256. No. I'm gonna wait until I actually have a, a missionary. Like a missionary advisor or a cardinal advisor, somebody that actually helps me convert people. Because just a 1 or 2% chance per month is absolutely massive. Raised to the purple. At a consistory, I don't know why I stumbled over that word. At a consistory in the Vatican, the Archbishop of Bonn was elevated to the rank of cardinal, receiving his ring of office and silk hat from the Pope himself. During the Sacred College of Cardinals, he has become one of the most influential men in the Catholic Church, able to decide on matters of faith and vote in the election of the next Pope. Assigned to a church in the Holy City, he is likely to spend the rest of his days in the Vatican, but will surely remember his days of Cologne fondly. Bonn is now the seat of a new cardinal. Great advisor, Master of Mint Moritz Lipstadt has died. We have a new cardinal. Yay, look at that. Sanctioned commercial monopoly. Costs 100 papal influence. The Pope's authority is nominal at best. One of two things will happen. 40% chance of gain 1 mercantilism. The event state monopoly established happens, and 60% chance of the event state monopoly undermined. Interesting. Let's see if we can get a commercial monopoly somewhere. Did I get it? I don't know what just happened. Let's see if we have the modifier. Trading in beer, financial problems. No, what's going on? I don't appear to have... No, I do not appear to have what I want. That's okay. That's okay. Let's get the Rhine Army. Where's my fleet? Where's my fleet? Coast of Dover. Okay, they're really, really close. Really, really close. Oh, they're already there. Protestant contracts. But let's get you into there. Issue a letter of protection from them. Consider carefully. Others at Cologne and cross Cologne will see your decision as royal policy because of religious minorities. Make excellent merchants. Let's extract a tax from them from the privilege of trading in... Oh! Ooh. State monopoly has been established. With the blessing of the Pope, the Syndic has established a state monopoly in Cologne, forcing merchants to purchase from the state at prices set by it. Although there is grumbling, it seems that monopoly is here to stay. Praise the Lord and raise the prices. Good. My trading modifiers is down a little bit, but overall mercantilism is super duper good. So you know what this episode is it's going to be over as soon as I get my new army into Wallo, and then I will declare war, and then we'll do that. So, what can we do? We can still convert people. I mean, it's not really much of a chance of doing that, but, hey, faith in good works, right? Faith in good works and monopolies. I guess technically the state now runs on monopoly money. But as a Canadian, I'm used to that, right? Because all the Americans think our money looks like monopoly money. It's just not our fault that, we know of more than one color. To take Barakna, which is that, I will see if I can't, vassalize them, actually. Would be really nice. So, let's do this. Boom. We're now at war with them. But you know what? The results of this war will have to wait until the next episode, because I'm Karhu, the Great Bear in the North. We are out of time for the day. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please like, please subscribe, please comment. Follow me on Twitter, Karhu Gaming. Follow me on Twitch, Karhu Gaming YT. I haven't done anything up there yet, but I will in the very, very near future. Check out the videos that are surrounding my head. Check those out if you want to see anything else on my channel. But most importantly, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.